start the final episode of Season 2, Joshua is going to play us in on the melodica.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hello, friends, and hello, foes, and welcome to this.
He started again.
Oh, the comedian
He turned his microphone off again.
What do you know? All habits die dead.
That's
My
right.
name is Josh. I am a pro melodica player. Join with me today is the man who I'm reliably informed sold cantaloupes to the Nazis. It's Jono.
Look, you got to do what you got to do. You know, desperate times require desperate measures.
You and your cantaloupes, man.
Controversial.
Sure.
I reckon it should be called rock melon.
Rock
I feel
melon.
like everywhere else in Australia it's called rock melon, but in Victoria we call it cantaloupe. And it's
Cantaloupe's
a
just a
stupid
cool name.
No.
Cantaloupe.
What about honeydew melon?
Cantaloupe. I love honeydew.
If I was a melon, that'd be
be
a
a
honeydew. Anyway, this is okay.
This is
first of all,
episode 50.
It's a groundbreaking episode.
In what way?
It's a Sunday morning.
It is.
What is going
I'm
on?
so unhappy that this happened. I go say again. This time, not my fault.
No.
2 weeks in a row, not my
I
fault.
was the busiest man in the world this week.
Yes, for
but,
sure.
But here we are. It's the it's the last episode.
It is.
Of season 2.
Yeah,
Not
it
the
is.
last episode of the Comedians, because we're coming back bigger and better
do we
than
know
ever.
that? Do we know that for sure?
Yeah, if you don't join me, I'm just going to do a solo
Okay,
podcast.
I
Yeah.
think that's going to go worse.
Anyway, I put
What are we
the
going on?
whiteboard back on the
had it over
fridge.
there, now
Oh, well,
it's over
I got
there.
it.
It's okay. What are you doing
kicking
first?
off with a trip down memory lane of all season 2 names with a tier listing.
I'm
you know,
so
you know
excited
those
for
round
this.
robins where
The
it's
tier-
brackets,
the tier brackets.
and it goes through.
This is very good.
Look, not all of them. Some of them are shit, so I didn't include it. But the good ones.
The good ones.
The good ones from
He took
season
out
2.
my ones. After that, John, we've done 50 of these episodes.
That's a lot of episodes.
I think we know a couple of rules of the podcast we can potentially give
think
people.
so. I like this. I think we've got a few.
we are the be-all, end-all of podcasts.
We are like the podcasting gurus.
We sure are.
We do consulting on the side for other podcasts.
Well, first I say, do you want melodica services? And then they say no, and I say, how about podcasting services?
And then they say, you know what? I think so.
I think I'll pass.
And then I'm bringing a very special segment. Josh doesn't know about this.
I have no idea what's
No one
happening.
knows about this, but it's episode 50, so I thought I should bring something very, very, very special to the show.
I hate this. Okay, and finally, Jono, I just thought we should just wrap up the season the way we usually do.
Yep.
Maybe bring out the gratitude Finska.
A bit of a we can, mate. I'm actually after this. I'm going to play Finska.
Oh,
so
fuck
I'll
yeah.
warm up the Finska. Let's bring out the
Bring out the
gratitude
gratitude Finska, and let's
have a
just
yarn.
have a bit of a yarn.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what else I think is a great idea.
What is?
Going to the first slide. I never have been much of a sports person, but I know that there's a very good system called seeding.
Seeding.
I've heard of this.
I don't know if you call it, seeding, sure.
That's
like
where
the
you
first
plant
seed, the
trees.
second seed. Yeah, that's what it is. That's
Yeah.
when the seeds drop the seed. The trees drop the seeds.
That's right. Anyway, I don't really know what it is, but I know it's
It's
a
a
sports
tournament
term.
bracket.
It's a
That's what it is.
Tournament bracket. So what
Tournament
I've
bracket.
done, I was telling Josh I didn't pay for the full version of this, so we're doing this manually.
Sure.
But I've got, I think it's 21 or 20 of the best
20.
season 2 names. So I
That's
think
wonderful.
I don't know how many episodes we did. Probably about 40 something.
We started, season 2 started at
16.
episode 16.
Now, so 40.
So we've done about 45.
45. Something around that.
Plus or minus.
Close enough. Close enough.
Let's not think about it.
The Boffin, who definitely isn't me, does some really shit episode names sometimes, and sometimes they're good. So I've got 20 of them
Okay.
that I think are the ones that give you a bit of a chuckle.
Oh, I love it.
We're going to go through. So they're currently
Yeah.
in pairs.
Okay.
So I think we just get straight
So
into it.
yeah, we're going to
this-
go through different matchups.
So
We've
there'll be
got
round 1, round 2.
two episode titles. I'm just explaining it.
Yeah,
so
oh,
people
yep,
understand.
yep.
There are 2 episode titles. We will decide which one goes goes next. Goes
Yep,
first.
gets into
goes
round
in round
2.
2.
Yeah.
We'll go down the whole list, and then eventually we'll find out of these ones which one's the best one.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
What do we got first?
So not all of them are in round 1. Some of them, the way that it
Sure.
But
Okay.
anyway, the first matchup is episode 44, Chappelle Corbied with bananas.
That's good.
Versus episode 45, meat advice from a vegetarian.
Both fantastic.
absolute rip up. I'm leaning towards. I think. Look, Chappelle Corby with bananas.
I think we're on the same track
It's hilarious.
here. It's hilarious.
Yep. I reckon we go. So episode 44.
Wait, whoa. This is not what I was going.
Oh, you're going meat advice from a vegetarian.
I think that's just...
I tell you what. I think Chappelle Corby with bananas, it's funny, but it's a bit intellectual.
Oh, true. Chappelle Corby with bananas is a great sentence.
Yeah.
That you said, I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
Maybe it's a good joke, but a better... no, you know what? I'm taking
Meat
your
advice from a vegetarian
It's
is
just funnier when you see it.
And
you're
also,
like,
it is like bread and butter comedian.
Yeah, bread and butter. All right, let's go that. Meat advice. I've seen what it's matched up against, and it's hilarious.
Okay.
All right, the next one down. Rigatoni Maximus. That was episode 47.
Yes.
That's a fresh one.
Fresh one.
But this is a tough matchup. Versus Pubby McPubface.
Pubby McPubface. I love Pubby McPubface. That's a great name.
What are you leaning
episode
towards?
Is Pubby McPubface?
37.
37.
That was the rules of the pub.
That was rules of the pub.
That was the first one. Look,
what else was on that show? Do you remember?
Oh, was it The Bad Sign? I think it was I Saw a Bad Sign. Maybe it was that one. Anyway, look, for the sake of the pasta ranking, I think Pasta's been a big fan of the show.
100%.
I think Rigatoni Maximus
was a great line and a great episode title for sure.
Has to make it through. All right.
Sure.
The second last matchup the third last matchup.
Okay.
We've got last week's episode, actually, episode 49, something that you said. A big meaty hand on my shoulder, Mr. Pubman.
Mr. Pubman.
Episode 38. Now, tell me if you remember this, because I have no recollection of this.
Okay.
Canned beetroot. I have no recollection of that.
Canned beetroot. I think it's something I said potentially.
I feel like it was workplace lunches. It was that.
Oh, we were talking about salads. We were talking about salad sandwiches, and I said a good salad sandwich needs canned beetroot.
Canned beetroot. All right. These are both yours, Joshua. What do you prefer? A big meaty hand on my shoulder?
I love the descriptiveness
big meaty
of
hand.
big meaty hand.
I think so.
Canned beetroot is simple, but I don't think it really carries much weight.
It doesn't. If I had to listen to one, I'm listening to a big meaty hand on my shoulder.
You're listening to that? I'm sure, because if they're going to punch you if you don't.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. All right, coming in hot at episode 43. When he raised the Queen, I felt bad. That was my response to when Rolsey was telling me that the Queen was dead, and then I was pulling out of the marathon. And I really, still to this day, I feel bad.
I'm sure you do.
That's right.
The Queen is dead, and you can't run a marathon.
You can't even run a marathon.
That's a great line.
Next to when I realized that I was going to get cancelled, my inevitable descent to the bad place. That personally is one of the favorite things I've said.
The bad place?
But I don't think I can let that win over when he raised the Queen. I felt bad.
It's my favorite line only because it's the most like genuine for a brief second in that. I remember listening back to that episode and there's this moment where you go, wow, when he raised the Queen, I actually felt bad.
It was like genuine, like, oh, I kind of feel bad about this. All right, final matchup for round one. Episode 16, the first of season 2.
Yep, okay.
Can you remember what it was called?
Isn't it something about stab?
Yes,
stab.
10% chance of getting stabbed. Which, after living in Brunswick for a year, I think it's more like a 20% chance of getting stabbed. 100%. And then 22, this is something that you said. I don't know what the context was. A mattress that's soaked like a sponge.
This was when we were talking about putting stuff out on the lawn.
Hard rubbish.
Hard rubbish.
Yeah.
And mattresses always being one of those things.
Yeah.
Always when it's raining, soaked like a friggin' sponge.
I reckon I'm casting my vote for 10% chance of getting
I'm
stabbed.
with you on that one.
10%.
That's my favorite line.
All right.
One of my favorite lines.
Great. All right. Season 2, not season 2. Round two. So this is the last home and away season.
Okay, so
and then
there
we go
are
into
new
the
ones in
finals.
this one as well, right?
So there's one new one, and then one that we've put in from the previous round. Yep. All right, let's alternate with this one.
Okay.
We'll have you go first. Episode 30, one of my personal favourites. No downs to greyhounds.
No downs to greyhounds.
That's our new
great line.
Versus a big meaty hand on my shoulder.
That's tough. That's a toughie.
It's a tough one.
That's a toughie.
It's a tough one. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
No Downs to Greyhounds is one of my favorite episodes, personally.
Yep.
I would.
That segment was
and No Downs to Greyhounds is a great line.
Yep.
I'm honestly leaning towards No Downs.
No Downs. Let's put it through.
It's also maybe because it's so recency biased that I feel like I shouldn't pick the more newer
nostalgia.
one.
But No Downs to Greyhounds, that segment just cracks me up. I wasn't intending it to go that way, and it did.
Was
And it was
so
hilarious. All right, we've got these are two new ones. By the way, do you want a buzz cut? That was from
That's a classic.
That was 18.
Yep.
Barber Roulette, one of the bread and butter segments.
Great one.
Verse 17. Align the back, align the body.
Align the back, align the body. Versus, by the way, do you want a buzz cut?
I'm going.
Okay.
If I get to choose this one,
go for it.
I'm going. By the way, do you want a buzz cut?
That's the one I was hoping you'd pick.
That's an OG. I feel like that's
so good.
an OG. All right, Joshua.
Yes.
25. I don't remember this, but I think I said it. Difficulty building an aqueduct. Versus, I feel like this is no competition. Rigatoni Maximus.
Rigatoni Maximus beats, by the way. I'm trying to remember the aqueduct one.
I have no idea.
Was that the one when you did the love thing with me?
Oh, it could have been. I actually have no memory. All right.
Okay, what's next?
Stick it in and we'll give it a spin.
That's great. That's from Planet Cook.
Yeah, Planet Cook. That was the COVID episode.
That's a COVID episode.
Verse meat advice from a vegetarian.
Oh, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Jeez.
Because it's Planet Cook versus, I don't even know what meat advice from a vegetarian was said.
And that COVID episode really was like, that was a
wild one.
That was a wild one.
Yeah.
That was as I was about to leave for going down to the coast.
Oh, that's right. And I was dying.
You were dying.
I had the Rhone.
You were dead.
Yeah. All right. What are you going with?
I'm going to go with the COVID spectacular.
Yeah, I'm going
to go stick it in and we'll give it a spin.
Planet Cook is just an OG. Absolute OG.
An absolute fantastic one.
All right. Oh, I'm so glad I get to choose this one. Oh. This is one of the... I'm going to say the second one first. It's when he raised the Queen, I felt bad. Okay. Verse Airport Boffin.
Can I say this is one of those things that will always haunt me now.
I don't know if the audience will find it as funny as we did, but goddamn, when it was... The recap for people, Josh's brain just got fried and he said Airport Boffin, two things we were not talking about.
We were talking about
Boomer Ubers.
And
your brain shot circuit and you said
Uber, Boomers, Uber. Anyway, Airport Boffin.
Airport Boffin, that takes the cake. Airport.
It hurts to see Race the Queen, but I felt bad. But I think it has to happen because there's something we've referred to too many times.
I feel like the way this has been constructed, it's perfect because they are two tough contenders against each other.
100%.
All right, this was something that you said, Josh. A troll called Janice. This was in the supermarket Karen episode versus episode 40. Something that you actually said this episode as well. The Gratitude Finska.
The Gratitude Finska.
Does Janice beat the Gratitude Finska?
A troll called Janice.
So 26 verse 40.
Tough. That's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
I would love to get some opinions from you. Where do you land on this one?
I feel like the Gratitude Finska was just a beautiful thing.
Oh,
it was a wholesome moment, and we're going to use it again. Let's go.
I think it's fine.
It'll be going up against Airport Boffin.
Oh, that's going to be a tough one.
I think Gratitude Finska
Gratitude
gets
Finska
in there.
For sure.
All right. We're into the penultimate for round 2, 23. Nothing more needs to be said. Strathbogie
versus...
This is tough. This is perhaps the toughest we've got so far. 10% chance of getting stabbed. I'll let you make this call because I both said these. I'll let you go for this.
was your quotable.
My mum's autocorrect. She went to write Strathmore and she wrote it autocorrected to Strathbogie. I don't even know why it did that.
So good.
Yeah.
But 10% from being stabbed is also really great as well.
One of the OGs. First thing on your mind, you have to listen to one. I'm going to be honest. You're listening to
10% of getting stabbed. 10%
chance of getting stabbed.
It came to me first. It's a beautiful thing. I'm going to be honest.
All right.
Sorry to all you Strathbogie fans out there.
Hey, go to Strathbogie Station and reminisce on the good old days. All right, this is great. The last one for the home and away season. Episode 21, a native bush Karen. When I ran into a Karen, Karen in the bush. And 41, I feel like this is forgettable, but it's beautiful. I hope Alan got his itinerary. Not even a competition for me. Episode 41, Alan got his itinerary.
I always wonder if Alan did get his itinerary.
You should text the number back and find out.
I definitely will.
All right. Now, I don't know what these finals are. I think maybe it's it's a semi. Is it semi-quarter then grand final?
Yes. So there might be one more, and then two more. Let's get through these.
So we're in the semi-final.
These are big.
This is just ping, 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 ping,
Go
ping.
for it.
You, me.
Okay,
all right?
Go for it.
No downs to Greyhounds versus would you like a buzz cut?
Would you like a buzz cut?
All right. Buzz cut is through to the quarter final?
Yes, sure.
All right.
Might be semi-final. I don't remember. Go ahead.
Let's call it. This is the quarterfinal. Then that's the semi-final.
Okay. Go. All right. Wait, is it this one, then another one, then the final one?
Yeah.
Yeah, then this is the quarterfinal. Continue.
All right. Rigatoni Maximus versus Stick It In. We'll give it a spin.
Wow.
This is tough. I think Rigatoni Maximus gets it.
Thank God.
It. All right.
I think I get. Do I get the one I think I get to choose next?
We'll find out. Yes, we do. Joshua, your choice between Gratitude Finska and Airport Boffin.
Oh.
Mate,
No.
looking at the way this is going, this is going to be a tough grand final.
I'm going to choose Airport Boffin.
Airport Boffin.
Wow. Sorry, Finska. We'll use you with the second. I thought it's over there.
Well, mate, this is absolutely heating up.
I love Airport
All right,
Boffin.
and the final for the semis, 10% chance of getting stabbed versus I hope Alan got his itinerary. This is controversial.
Okay.
Because 10% getting stabbed is just one of the ones that stuck with me.
Yeah.
I'm being unfaithful to Brunswick. I'm going, I hope Alan got his itinerary.
I love that one.
Oh, my goodness. All right.
I love that one.
We're going to slow it down.
Underrated as well, I have to say.
Because this is the quarterfinal before we get to the grand final.
No, semi-final.
Yep, sure.
Okay.
I've written some kind of thing that I can't read. Oh, it's Buzzcut. It's Buzzcut versus Rigatoni Maximus and then Airport Boffin versus I hope Alan got his itinerary.
Should we both choose one to speak for a second?
Yes.
I'll speak for what's the first one?
All right. So it's do you want a Buzzcut versus Rigatoni Maximus?
I assume you speak for Rigatoni Maximus.
Look, Rigatoni Maximus. It's one of those things that just came off the dome, right?
100%.
We're talking about pasta shapes, and there's your regular rigatoni, but that's not the rigatoni that I approve of. I approve of Rigatoni Maximus. Get
Which
your
is
big
just
rigatoni.
cannelloni when you really think about it, guys.
It's cannelloni minimus. That's what it is. All right. Would you like to put forward a case for do you want a buzz cut?
Do you want a buzz cut is just one of those fantastic lines that comes out of the classic Barber Roulette segment.
That's right.
It's also one of the OGs. And I'm going to be honest here.
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to go for it. I don't have a really good argument for why it should be going.
And I tell you what,
Rigatoni.
I think we put Rigatoni Maximus through the grand
fantastic.
final. I was not expecting Rigatoni to make it that far, but it made it. This is crazy. Now, Joshua, we don't even have to fucking vote on this one. It's Airport Boffin versus I hope Alan got his itinerary.
Look, Alan got his itinerary. It went far in this competition.
It's far.
And I'm happy to see it this far.
I was glad. I thought, maybe it's something that we didn't remember, but it got through.
I'm so happy
he'll be
to
happy
see
that he made it through.
Push it through as well.
That's right.
I'll send him a message after this.
Look, I really hope Alan got his itinerary, but we've got perhaps the toughest grand final. It's going to be Rigatoni Maximus versus
Airport
Boffin. Now, Joshua, we don't want to get carried away with this.
No, we don't.
The Airport Boffin, that's something that's near and dear to our heart. But would King Mike agree with us if we chose Airport Boffin? That's what we've got to think about.
I think he would. I'm going to be honest.
I think he would. But then at the same time, Rigatoni Maximus.
Can I say
it's one of those snappy titles.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is recency bias, isn't it?
It is
Airport
recency
Boffin
bias.
is the most I'm the one that it's really just a way to rag on me. But I'll be honest, it's already the most truest Blair moment.
It was just naturalistic. I tell you what, I think we've got an undisputed winner here. I'm gonna put in the clip where you said it, so it's fresh in people's mind when we announce that the best episode title of season 2 of the Comedians is
Airport Boffin.
Fantastic. For this mid-roll segment, I would like some musical accompaniment. All right, fantastic. Thank you, everybody. This is the final mid-roll segment of season 2, and I would like to just thank everybody for listening. And can we have a little bit sadder, please? Something a bit more whimsical. Beautiful. Please like us on Spotify. Give us a 5-star review. Review us on Apple Podcasts. All right, something very, very upbeat, please. Season 2 is going to be wild. Like us on Instagram. Do all those things. I think that's great. Are we done?
Yeah.
Great. All right. I've got to press the button. All right, cool.
And, Jono,
I do know Jono. He's a good bloke.
I've never heard of him. He's a fucking piece of shit. Oh, nah, you still are.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're a piece of shit.
Can we go on with the segment?
Yeah. You're the one that started it. Okay. Well, Jono, we've been doing this for so long.
50 episodes.
50 episodes.
Can we just take a minute? That's fucking wild.
50 episodes. We'll get into it probably at the end of the podcast.
That's wild.
But, 50 episodes, it's a long time.
It is a long time.
Long time to do a podcast.
That's right. And it's enough to, develop an understanding.
And I know podcasts so well.
Yes, you do.
I know them so well.
Yep.
I've listened to a lot of them.
You have.
I've done 50 episodes of one.
You've podcasted a lot of podcasts.
And if there's one thing I can do, it's to tell you the rules of podcasting.
Because you found the stone.
I found the stone. I did find the stone.
Yeah,
I found the tablet. It's just over here.
Yeah. Yep. You're looking in the milk crate. Oh, there it is. There's the.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay. But I did find the stone tablet.
Because I think sometimes it chooses you. The tablet chooses you.
The tablet does choose you.
And it chose us. We've got the tablet. And the very first rule. Would you like to read it?
The first rule of the podcast is you don't need sponsors.
No, thou shalt. Don't change the tense of the. He was translating it.
First of all, I was just reading it and trying to make it easy.
Yeah. No, don't translate it. We need it
music
raw.
in the back, Boffin.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Oh, beautiful.
Thou shalt not put on thine podcast sponsorships of any kind.
Fantastic.
Regardless of the popularity.
Yeah, and if you look down the bottom, it says, thou shalt also have thou a sponsorship segment that contains no sponsorships. That's what it says on it. I think it's perfect.
And you know what? You don't need it.
We're not sellouts.
We're not sellouts.
We're
never sellouts.
With our small band of
I want to be
misfits.
very clear on this.
Yep.
Because we will never, ever sell out.
Never.
We are never going to make you buy anything
until we get an opportunity to.
Shut up. Shut up. It's called dramatic irony.
Right. Pathetic fallacy? What's that?
You're a pathetic fallacy.
Yeah, I know I am. My mama tells me that every time I see
Number
it.
2, Jono. Number 2. The second thing is...
On the stone.
If thou'st 2 white men, then thou shalt only talk about inane bullshit.
Yeah.
And great. No importance whatsoever.
That is phenomenal. Yeah, that's right. If you are 2 white men, it's the thing. You have to.
First of all, you say to them, do you have a podcast? The answer is always yes.
Yes, always.
And they go, always. Why? Because we thought we were funny.
Yeah.
And then they go, how is it going? And you go, yeah, I've done 50 episodes
and they go, wow,
how much money? Wow. And you go, yeah, well, we don't actually... one of the rules of the podcast.
And they also say, well, like, how many listens do you get? And you're like...
I go, yes.
Yeah, it's relatively consistent. Oh, that's
it's true. These are just rules. These are always rules.
That's right.
Never, ever...
Oh, I'm holding the stone now.
Oh, here you go. I'll grab it to you.
Oh, thank you.
It's so heavy.
Wow, number 3. What's this? Oh, if thou
hast... You're reading your palm.
No, it's very small. It's a small.
I was giving you this big one.
I'm just. It's leaning on the floor. And I'm just resting it on the back of my hand.
Sure.
If thou hast runneth out of all goodeth ideas, thou must play thine game.
Can I make an addendum that I just saw that you missed reading out
just
below?
In the small print. I can't see it.
If thou can't play game, maketh a list segment.
Oh my god!
Perchance call it Funds Up Fun Style.
Yes, and then I see on the background where it says how to do a list segment. It says thou looketh up something and readeth directly off thou internet.
I got another one for you.
Okay, hang on. Let me just give it back to you. Yeah,
it's actually pretty light.
Yeah,
it's
it is
really
pretty
nice.
light. Yeah,
it looks actually conveniently like a phone.
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
It's fantastic.
Like a phone. All right,
my next segment.
I mean, Moses or whoever wrote the Tennis Commandments.
It says, thou shalt never change the opening to a segment, nor the rules of a segment either.
Yeah,
and we've done that.
We've never changed anything. Never re-recorded a segment.
Never re-recorded it.
Nothing. We've just
It's always worked from day dot. We've never had a single segment that's gone badly. And anyone will tell you that who knows us.
That's right. We always do the same thing.
I think we're doing so well on the rules so far.
Yeah. That's right. I've got another one.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually it's an amendment to that same rule.
Oh, okay.
It said because thou may not changeth the segment, which we've never done.
Yeah,
we've never done.
Yep.
Thou must also noteth changeth the running order offeth thine podcasteth. We always stick to the plan. We always have a plan,
sure.
and we never change
last
anything.
minute change anything.
Never last minute.
Never
No, that's right.
Move the recording
time. Do it on a Sunday morning. No.
Never would.
How are you feeling on Sunday morning, by the way? My brain is like on fire right now.
This is unironically much better.
It's way better. Why have we not done this before?
It's because it's a morning on a Sunday.
It's a morning on a Sunday, and then it just clogs up your whole Sunday, and then you got to tell. Oh yeah, I've got another one. Sorry, I've just read it on another one. Yeah. It was a lead in. It didn't trigger me. I just looked at the stone.
Yeah.
Thou musteth always feeleth ashameth when you telleth someone that you're going to record your final podcast.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Someone's like, "Oh, what are you doing on Sunday?" And it's like, in the morning, I'm just kind of doing
hanging out with a mate. I never say podcast.
Yeah, I'm
particularly with someone who doesn't know I do it. Yeah, anyone who does, I'll just say it, and it's funny because it's like, there's Josh going off and doing his podcast. Anyone who's like, oh yeah, can you meet? I'm like, I'm hanging out with my friend. We're having a coffee on that day.
We're gonna be spinning some yarns.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking.
Jokes. We're definitely not going to be talking.
Playing the melodica.
Yeah, that's right. All right, would you like to read the final one? Or do you think that it's...
Oh, no, I see it right in front of it.
There's the secondeth pageth.
It's on the other side.
The final one.
On the other side.
The final ruleth of thine podcasteth.
The other, it says...
it's a bit fadeth.
Sorry. Yeah, it says, if thou'st have an anniversary due on thou'st podcast, ignore it and do another effectively anniversarieth due at episode 50.
Yes.
And we did that.
That's right. And right in the fine print, it says, even though your anniversaries are 10th episodeth aparteth, and that is not normally difficulteth, celebrate it anyway. That's what it says.
And that's what we're going to do, aren't we?
And we're also going to continue celebrating on the next slide. Joshua, this is a special episode. A very special episode. Would you agree? Episode 50. Episode 50. Come on, Joshua. My co-host is mute. Yes. He's suspicious. He knows something is coming, but I want to tell you what is coming. See, this has been listed as my special segment.
It is your special
segment.
It's our
special segment. And
why
in fact,
is it why
it's
am I
more
part
about
of this?
you than me.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
And,
I'm sure it is.
Sometimes I think we've got to celebrate the little things in life.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. And because this segment is very, very strong, I definitely haven't made a 2-minute lead into this introduction sound effect. So, Joshua, whenever you're ready, brace yourself because you are going to be blown the fuck away.
Sometimes humans do incredible things. But sometimes humans make mistakes. And that's okay, because it's all part of being human. But when you make a mistake, it is important to stand up for where you went wrong. In episode 21 of the Comedianons, something happened. Josh unveiled a new segment that is yet to be repeated for good reason.
I unveiled a new segment yet to be repeated for good reason.
But I believe that this segment had the power, had the drive, had the potential to change the modern world. I will not stand for this segment just dying in the dust of better segments. It wasn't the fault of this segment. It was the fault of not trying again because the content was interesting.
Boysenberry is a manufactured berry that's made up of 4 different types of berries.
So, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foe, please join us as we bid farewell to the most average segment we have ever done. Be sure to fasten your seatbelts as this will be one wild ride as we, for the very last time, even though the last time should have been a while ago, play the segment that is...
Shocking Facts. Well, I think when the random introer, no specific person.
The
Boffin actually did it.
That's right.
I believe that shouldn't have even been done in the first place. But
Yeah.
I'm eager to hear your shocking fact here,
Because
Jono.
sometimes humans make mistakes, Joshua.
I was so worried I was about to be called out for something different.
Because
but this
human
is fantastic.
Human beings make mistakes.
I make mistakes.
Now, I am definitely not worried at all that I've had a massive build-up for something. Look, when I was researching, when the Boffin was researching a fact for this, I realized that the reason this segment didn't work is because we have a whole segment called Funds Up, Funds Down, where we do
no, it's different. It is different. It's different. So, Funds Up, Funds Down is about is the fact fun?
Yeah.
This fact is about if it's shocking.
Yes.
Therefore, something you might not have known.
2 quantifiers on this. We do like 20 because we realized doing just one absolutely has no weighting. But also, shocking facts and fun facts when you look them up are like the same thing. But
that's because you don't look up.
All right.
Don't look up.
Oh, no,
I need shocking facts for my podcast segment.
No. I did. If you check my search history.
Fun fact. Here's a fun fact.
Yeah.
I didn't even look up shocking facts to find that poison berry fact.
I can tell. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready for the shocking fact?
If I'm not shocked, this is a failure.
Oh, no matter what we're doing, we're going right to the next slide. All right. Are you ready? Oh, yeah. See? Very shocking.
Okay.
All right, Joshua, are you ready? Fasten your seatbelts. I'm just trying to get us to like 4 minutes or something. All right.
Okay, sure.
So,
Hold on. Do you want to laugh a bit more?
No, it's all good. Can you do a drum roll for me because we don't have the sound effect? Oh, yeah. Melodic chorus. Yep. All Fruit Loops are the same flavor. Okay, this is shit.
So 10 episodes ago,
Yep.
you introduced a segment. We don't have a name for it.
The Gratitude Finska.
The Gratitude Finska.
Yeah.
Well, we like to have a little bit of a review.
Can I give a recap of where the Gratitude Finska came about?
Sure.
Because my mum works at a Catholic school, a Catholic primary school, and they have the Gratitude Jesus. And it's a little statue of Jesus, and they pass it around and they say things that they're grateful for. And you can only be grateful when you're holding the Gratitude Jesus.
Well,
I think
good
the
news,
lesson
because I'm rarely grateful other than this segment.
Yeah. So I've got the whole crate of Finska. Are you able to explain to people what Finska is? Do you even know what Finska is?
I've never played it because I've never been invited by my good friend Jono to play.
I invited you just before.
I've never been invited once.
I invited you literally
never once.
3
Not
minutes
one
ago.
single time have I been invited to play this fucking game.
A Finnish or Swedish game, like backyard game, kind of like bowling.
There are a bunch of wooden poles.
Chuck wood at the poles. The poles are numbered. Your score is the number that you hit. Can't go over 50 or you bust. Fun game. But we have...
I wouldn't know.
Look, so last time we used essentially the bowling pin. It's called the Chuck Wood. It's the Finska. But
how
I would
much
like
wood
you
would a wood chuck
to select... I'm giving you the whole crate to select which one you feel makes you the most grateful. So they're all numbered from 1 to 12. What are we going with? We're going with a number.
Did I choose?
I can just look. I reckon number 4.
No, we're number 1.
Oh,
mate.
number 1. That's
we're
good.
Number 1.
That's good. That's good. Is there a 0? I was going to say we go 50. All right. Joshua's holding the Gratitude
I've got the Gratitude Finska. I've got number 1 here.
Yeah. What are we going to do? Are we going to do highs and lows?
Highs and lows.
How are we going to do this? Do you want to start with a low?
A low?
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. My low's kind of been spoiled today, but my low is the shocking facts segment.
Shocking facts.
Look,
yes.
We were talking about this in between segments before we went back to the final bit.
Yeah.
We have too many segments which are basically read fun facts.
That's true. That's true. It is a. Can I have the Gratitude Finska? My low is when you do a list segment and 50% of the time it's shit and 50% it's good. Because sometimes we do it and you look it up and it's great. And sometimes we do it and it's actually. Can I change my low?
Go for it. Yeah, sure.
I just thought of a better low.
Go for it.
More on maths.
More on maths is the low.
I tell you what, it's a very good segment to listen to, and I
hate being in this.
It's one of the most things I get, like when people say, "Oh, like I like that segment," because people are laughing at us, and it's great. I'm glad to give that to someone.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's being so stressful. Holy
being in there
shit!
And trying to do your best, which again,
it's literally like a maths exam. It's the same feeling.
We are doing our best.
Yeah.
We're just bad at it.
Yeah. Look,
you, like last segment, you couldn't figure out. I don't remember. How many episodes till episode 50?
Yeah, I'm like, we're on episode 49, which means we've got 10 episodes left until episode 50. But it gives me the same feeling. You know, when you're in a maths exam or whatever,
right, yeah.
and you don't know what the fuck's going on, and you got 20 minutes left, and you're so stressed, and you count like how many marks you can actually possibly get, and you go, I can't pass this at all.
But I can get as many marks as possible.
I've just got to try. That's my low. Have we got our lows out of the way?
I think so. I think we can do a couple highs.
Have you got a high? Here we go. We'll give you a high.
Finska for a high.
Yeah.
My high is the friends we made along the way.
We did. We made
Rolsey was here this season.
Friend of the show, Rolsey
came in on the season.
He'll be returning. Can I say shout out to Rolsey? He'll be listening to this.
Rolsey.
Going to Hobart. By the time this comes out, he's living in Hobart.
He's off in friggin' Tassie.
Best of luck. Best of luck. I reckon we get a what do you call it? A foreign correspondent.
I was going to say
from Rolsey.
I mean, this is an open. This is on me. I think that's all. We're always
just nutting one out. Yeah.
But yeah. Rolsey, if you got foreign correspondent from down there in Tassie,
I think we need
report into us.
The job that he's doing down there, he'll have some fucking hella stories.
I'm excited.
I'll tell you that much.
And obviously, needless can it be said anymore.
King Mike.
One
of the best things that's accidentally happened on this show, because I can't remember when it was, but it was a while ago. I think
you definitely called him.
I just wanted to refer to him without using his name to essentially thank him because he'd been so supportive for the show that he'd been a king. So we called him King Mike, and then it was just funny. Like, we're like, oh, he was involved, so we call out his involvement all the time. And then he just cemented himself
into the lore of the podcast.
And
my favorite moment in the last 10 episodes, the IKEA debate.
Absolute wonderful segment that was.
Thank you so much for being here. We're still yet to have that IKEA go to IKEA.
We'll go over the break. I'm
sure we will.
And we'll record it.
Oh, we will.
We'll record us going down. I still want to get a Doofenschnorf.
I was thinking of getting a Halfdawn.
My sister's giving me a Doofenschnorf.
I was thinking of getting a Halfdawn.
A Halfdawn. Is this racist or not? Almost.
I think we're on the borderline.
I was looking up IKEA stuff, and it said that they're all Swedish words, obviously, but like all furniture is named after something. So like grasslands in Sweden, all like kitchen appliances are named after like I don't know, like words for like seasons or something. Like it's all like that. So it would make a lot of sense if you knew Swedish. But because you don't, it's completely...
We're just ignorant Australians.
Yeah, that's right.
We are dumb. We are bad.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for the joke, but it is fun to make up random fake Swedish
we're going to continue our inevitable descents to the bad place. All right, I'm holding the gratitude, Finska. It's very solid. It's very solid. Something that I think is probably one of the best parts of the whole show is just being able to experiment with stuff.
100%.
It's great. And that goes for many things, like the way that we actually do segments, like the way that we interact with them, how we like structure things, how we like stuff that both you and I have really got into, making like production. A guy's just walked past with a mop. Like making production and songs and stuff, having that creative outlet.
100%.
It's awesome.
I've been enjoying doing this podcast every week.
That's
since
right.
We started it.
It's like,
and now that we started it, it's become a nice weekly thing to look forward to.
It's a weekly thing, and there's bits and bobs that you can do throughout the week, and it's a lot of work, but goddamn, it's fun.
And there's lots of stuff coming next year.
That is. Do you have a final round of gratitude?
Yeah, we'll do one more final round of gratitude.
Yep.
I'm going to give a big ups to Greyhounds. No, I'm not going to give a big ups to Greyhounds.
Can I say something very very sad? I'm going to hold the saditude, Finska.
What number is
Number 11, because it's like adds each other out. It's like 1 and 1 equals cancelled out.
Mop man went past.
I found out he didn't have his mop this time.
Yeah, he put the mop down.
Yeah. I found out the greyhounds are not hypoallergenic, even though they don't shed much. They have this thing called dander, and I don't know what it is, but apparently if you have allergy, it's bad. I think it's very similar. So I probably can't get a greyhound.
Are you going to get a different dog?
I'm thinking of maybe an Italian greyhound.
Are they hypoallergenic?
Yeah, but no, I probably will be getting a dog. I want it to be a greyhound.
All right,
sorry, I put the Saditude Finska down.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. This is the Gratitude Finska. We don't talk about the Saditude Finska.
No, okay, fair enough.
I thought I'd just say that I find it... I'm going to give a big ups to one of my favorite segments. You did this last 10 episodes.
Yep.
Which for me would probably be Anytime that you surprise me with things, we've done.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I love all those
the bait and switch.
bait and switches.
That's what we call them.
And in doing that, my favorite personal segment was doing the bait and switch on you.
Yes,
with the running.
Oh yeah. That was good. That was good. It was a return serve with a bait and switch. Sure. Yeah, no, I like it. Dude, the bait and switches are fun because I find I think it was like last episode. He's got a doormat. He's got a doormat. Hang on, hold on to your great tune, Finska. Sure. It's when that threw me off. I can't remember what I was going to say. Can I have the great tune? Sure. I saw the guy carrying a doormat and it threw me off. This last one, this is a special one, Joshua.
Okay.
And I think this is a special announcement to the people that you and I, we're not continuing to live with each other next year.
We're not.
We're parting ways. And something that I'm grateful for, I think we're leaving better friends than we came in.
I actually think that's so true.
It's something that everyone says, don't live with someone you're really close friends with because it will fuck it up.
And here's the thing. I never thought we were particularly not like...
Yeah, we weren't like your ride and die. Ride or die.
It's one of those things where anyone who said, "Oh yeah, who are you living with?" and I said, "Jono."
Everyone's like, "What?
Like, well, how did you know?" And it's one of those things where you and I were
floaters. Every time we were in the same room, we'd get along like a house on fire, right?
But we also had like 3 or 4 different friends group that we'd float around.
That's right.
And we were just one of
we'd hang out before school with our Dare Ice coffees.
Dare Ice coffees,
we
for sure. We would do that.
And I
walk around and talk.
It's great. And
it's great.
We've been living with each other, and being able to do things like this, being able to podcast together.
And this doesn't really change anything at all.
It's made everything better. It's great.
It's gotten way better because of it.
The advice is live with your friends and it will all be fine. I
don't know. I still think there's something to something about like living with people who you're super close with.
Yeah, I find
we were never we weren't friends of like. We were friends for like all of high school.
Yeah. But
we were never like
day oneers. Yeah,
we were never like. I don't know how to.
I think people will know what we're talking about. But now I think we're
100%
so much closer.
So much closer.
I think when you live with someone, it turns into like family more than friends.
100%.
So no, it's
just nice.
Great.
It's nice to have a good time here.
Yeah.
I've actually already moved all my stuff out of the apartment.
He's gone. And who knows where we'll be potting from next year.
We'll find out.
Because I don't know where I'm going to be living, but it'll be somewhere.
Yeah.
I think next season will be live from the shipping container.
That or you'll be coming over to... We'll find it out.
We'll find it out. But I think that's a great note to end the last proper segment of episode 50.
Yeah,
so thank you, Joshua.
Get to the outro?
Let's go to the outro.
Sure.
One final slide. This whole number rhyming outro started because I'm a Swiftie, which brings us to the end of episode 50 of the Comedians.
That's right. It started at episode 22.
Yeah, because I don't know about you, but I was feeling 22. Or was it 23 when I was feeling 23 because I turned 23?
I think you did both, actually.
There was one of there. Anyway, I'm going to hold the gratitude, Finska, again. That was one of my favourite personal things of this year. I fell in love with Taylor Swift music.
Yeah. And then we did that whole bit for the whole year.
Yeah, we continued on.
We just kept going.
And we're not stopping. It's going to get progressively harder and harder.
I think technically it's
it's your turn now.
For next season, I'll be doing 50.
But it gets so much harder because...
Now we have to do ones that haven't been done before.
We've gone through the numbers twice. The numbers should be different rhymes, but oh well, that's a shame. Anyway.
If we double up, there's no stress.
There's no downs to greyhounds. Anyway, Joshua... It's the final episode.
Yeah.
What did we go through?
Let's talk about what we did.
We started with the episode tier listing. I think that was a phenomenal way to walk down.
Airport Boffin reigns supreme.
It's the absolute
It is king. A great segment.
It goes on the wall of fame. Can you see it over there?
Yeah, look at it.
It's right next to the tomb, the stones, the commandment stones.
There's commandment stones there.
Yeah.
Airport Boffin's there. That mic that fucking blew up on me in
that's
the first
true.
season.
The Comedians Wall of Fame. Can I say what's actually on the wall? This fucking god-awful painting I got from Kmart. I never look at it. The artwork in this place is so bad.
Yeah, I wonder who chose it. You know what? And I'll say this now. I will paint you something for your new place.
Please do.
I will do it.
Please paint me something. I'll put it. Which room are you going to design it for?
You tell me where you want it.
All right. The couches I'm going to have next year are going to be like a burgundy kind of red.
Burgundy.
So remember our school uniform, but it's slightly redder than that.
Okay.
Like a maroony reddy.
So you
colour.
want stuff that
something that matches with that. So like complementary colours, blues, whites, stuff like that.
Blues, whites.
Yeah, like navy blue, whites.
Okay.
All the colours from that school that are complementary colours.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I want a painting like
we'll get back to that maybe next season.
Yeah. Next season.
Yeah.
Next season, there's a special announcement coming about my employment as well because I'm still not at liberty to say. But anyway,
well, Maps and Stats Incorporated.
Yeah, we'll see about that. But then we went to your segment, Joshua.
That's right. We talked about the rules of podcasting because at this point we've done it all.
We're professional broadcasters.
We've done it all. We're professionals.
One day when we take a sponsorship that we never will because that's one of the rules of the podcast.
We would never do it.
We will never do that.
We will never do it.
No.
We would also never not do the podcast, right?
Yeah,
it would never change.
No,
in order for someone, if we got offered to do it in a different format, we would never. I would still
never do Spotify exclusive. I hate that so much.
That is true. That is 100%.
Can I add a rule of the podcast?
Yeah, thou shalt not.
If there is very high qualityeth artworketh that is specificeth for each episodeth, it will be a shitteth podcast. I find if it's like super high quality artwork,
yeah, for sure,
it's always just way overproduced.
There's some okay Spotify exclusives.
Willosophy does the kind of different artwork.
I like the Willosophy.
That's the exception to the rule.
That's true. There's one with like a producer I really like called Rick Rubin.
Oh, yeah.
I like that stuff.
But so many of them are just god-awful garbage.
So bad.
Anyway,
then after that, number 3.
We had a segment that it just needed a last hurrah. We sent off shocking facts. I thought we'll give it one more time.
We'll never see it again.
It didn't work the second time. And they say if you do it once, it's a mistake. If you do it twice, it's stupid. So we're stupid. But
what's the movie trailer, man. What happens if you do it the third time?
Execution.
Definitely don't do it, guys. Whatever you do, don't make us do the shocking facts.
No, I tell you, we'll do it one more time on the very last episode when we're 85 years old.
Oh,
and we're still living in my shipping container.
If you see that on the run sheet, you know what that means.
Yeah. You know it's game over. But the final segment of episode 50,
we brought out the gratitude Finska one more time.
We've always got it. It's getting more and more well used every time we do it. We're gonna go. And
one day we should make our own gratitude Finska.
Oh, Comedian Finska. Can I tell you what I was going to do for episode 50? And then I realized that it's just too much cost involved and too much time, so I didn't do it. But it was episode 40. You were asking me if I had anything special planned, and I said I did for episode 50. Then you asked me again, did you have anything for 50? And I said no, because I canned the idea. I was going to get a Comedian's Frisbee printed. That's what I was going to do.
That's nuts.
Turns out you can, in minimum order is like 50 Frisbees. And
what are you going to do with 50 Frisbees?
I didn't want to pay like...
I'm going to be honest, we don't have enough people for 50 Frisbees.
No, but...
50 Frisbees, jeez.
If we can get a custom Finska, I think I would be very happy.
We could probably make a custom Finska.
We'll just paint it. When you've got your paints for my wall, we'll paint this. But can you hear that, Joshua?
No, I can't.
No, I can't hear it either. He pressed it too hard. There we go. I can hear it now. That's it. Wow. Best season we've ever done.
Best season we've ever done.
And we're returning. When are we returning?
Oh, sometime in early next year, right?
I'd say around Valentine's Day, sort of mid-Feb.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll see you later.
See you guys.